It was just announced that the price of the Nintendo Switch 2 will be $449 with a $499 Mario Kart World Bundle, probably $50 more than most people expected and $150 more than the original Switch 8 years ago. Wow, that was 8 years ago. That's crazy. Sure, inflation, but now Nintendo may have gone too far even for devoted fans. Mario Kart World is currently being listed for $80 on Nintendo's website. Another storefront says €80 for digital and 90. Oh, that's interesting. So there's a price discrepancy between versions? Weirdly, new Donkey Kong Bonanza is listed at $70, meaning this might vary game. How odd. So some games will be $80 and others will be $70, and there would be a $10 difference. What? Okay. Wow. I'm not super surprised. Like, video game companies been meaning to do this for ages, you know what I mean? Like, we were all just expecting it to happen with Grand Theft Auto. I'm not surprised that it happened with Nintendo first. I'll come out and say it, you guys. They're pretty fucking money hungry. Nintendo do be stealing my money over and over again. And I also think that they can probably sustain it just fine. I still think people will buy them. Switch 2 games are breaking the $70 game price barrier. We knew there was Mario Kart coming to Switch 2. We didn't expect it to cost this much. Crazy, dude. $80 for fucking Mario Kart. Indicators that Nintendo's comfortable charging more for Switch such as next to the game 2, blah, 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 blah. Nintendo has announced prices for other games or the Switch 2 upgrade packs are revealed as part of Wednesday's Direct. Man. You hate to see it. Again, I'm not at all surprised by this. I mean, no, that's not true. I'm not surprised. Sorry, I am surprised in that I didn't expect this to happen today. But it's not like I'm shocked, you know what I mean? Nintendo are aware they can get away with it. That's just straight up how it works. This is in line with things that they have done before. Nintendo be pulling bullshit with how they price things. Nintendo Switch 2 game key card overview. Game key cards are different from regular game cards because they don't contain the full game data? Wait, the physical version... hang on, am I reading this the wrong way? Is this saying that the physical version is still just a digital version? Only for some games? What? Huh? Game key cards are different from regular game cards because they don't contain full game data. Instead, the game key card is your key to downloading a full... Yeah, I've heard of a digital download. Steam. After it's downloaded, you can play the game by inserting the game key card into your system and starting it up. Okay. Download the game on internet connection. Yeah. Download the game. The game itself isn't included on the game key card, so you have to download it before you play. When you insert the game key card, further instructions will be displayed on the home screen. Please follow the instructions to download the game. To download the game, you must have enough free space. Yeah, whatever. Internet connection is only required when you launch the game for the first time. After this, the game can be started even without an internet connection. However, like regular physical software, the game key card must be inserted into the system in order to play the game. Is this a legit source? This is the Nintendo website. Yes. I hope this is only for games that are too big to fit on the cartridge. Maybe. That's just how game discs work. Totally, yeah. But wow, I hate this. And there's a price difference between these? Yeah, I agree. It's just digital with extra steps. Correct. It makes no sense buying a physical game. If you're just buying a game key, which again, you can just do digitally anyway, why would you ever do it? It also means you don't own the games that you physically own, which is crazy. Third parties did this on Switch 1 when they didn't want to expand the cart. I guess to be fair, I only own Nintendo exclusives physically. I have bought every other one digitally anyway. You can resell the game key? Can you? Huh, that's interesting. Vietnam just got hit with 46% tariff. This was after the event and after the price drop. It may launch for $700 now. Do you think that Trump waited for the Nintendo Direct? He was like, listen, everybody, rumors are saying it's 6 a.m. Pacific time, Wednesday, April 2nd. There's gonna be a Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. It's gonna be the best anybody's ever seen. Nobody's ever seen anything better, and nobody knows more about the Switch 2 than me. Everybody's saying it. We gotta wait to put the tariffs out after the Direct. Okay. We gotta... I like to think that Trump is a huge Nintendo Switch fan. Big fan of the Switch. And he was like, let's just wait until after the Direct, okay? And then we'll add the tariffs in, okay? Because then maybe Nintendo will have to give us the consoles for cheaper because they've already advertised it, you know? Maybe that's what I think. Trump thinks Nintendo isn't work because of the wheelchair game. Yeah, it was punishment. Yeah, do you think that the tariffs are actually punishment? That maybe he was like, only 3 seconds of Silk Song? Fuck you. Absolutely not. Or do you think that he thought there was too much diversity in the presentation? Where are all the white men? There were only 4 of them, maybe. He was mad there was no GTA 6 announcement. You know what? I'm on his side. With this one, Yeah, fuck them. Give them the tariffs that I have to pay for and actually doesn't punish them in any significant way, really only punishes the consumers here. Kirby's clearly an illegal. You're right, Kirby is definitely an illegal. And Kirby would cross borders without paperwork. If I know anything about that little rapscallion, it's that he 1000% is an undocumented illegal. Definitely doesn't obey the rules. There's absolutely no way. Kirby would smuggle. I agree. Kirby would smuggle. He thinks Kirby is Chinese. Yeah, he definitely waited for today, for sure. 100%. He was like, you know what? Glad to hear Sakurai's back. One of the best to ever do it. So, he's such a great director. We love Sakurai. But that wasn't Bloodborne 2. Fuck you. Okay? Miyamoto hasn't made a good game yet. Trump thinks Tom Nook is real? Bro, he wishes. He's pro Tom Nook. Big fan of Tom Nook. He's Tom Nook pilled, if you will. Loves it. Important information about compatibility of Nintendo Switch games with Nintendo Switch 2. Yes, good. In addition to Nintendo Switch 2 games, Nintendo Switch 2 can play compatible physical and digital games released on the Nintendo Switch system. Nintendo Switch 2 system's hardware is different from Nintendo Switch, and some Nintendo Switch games may not be supported. Okay. Status of compatibility test for Nintendo Switch games on Nintendo Switch 2. I don't know. I'm bad at math. I don't know what's that, like 20 games? I don't know, because that would be 10%. So that's like a few games. It's like 5 games, maybe? It's not many games. Basically, Labo and Ring Fit, that makes sense. Partner games issues we found during startup. None that are not compatible. I mean, yeah, Labo and Ring Fit not being compatible totally makes sense. Game is playable, certain issues. Games can be started for... Okay. I mean, that's great. During testing, games are started and limited testing is conducted. Compatibility status, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. It's literally Labo. That makes a ton of sense, because the console cannot be inserted into the Toy-Con VR goggles accessory. Games that require Nintendo Switch Joy-Con to play Ring Fit. Yeah, makes sense. They'll probably... Well, maybe they won't. I was going to say maybe they'll come out with a Ring Fit 2, but I don't know how successful it is. That game, hell of a workout, though. No Labo, no buy. If it doesn't have Labo, Vietnam's going to pay for this. That's a 47% tariff to Vietnam. What do you mean I can't use my Labo with my Switch 2? Oh, God. Oh, really? Ring Fit sold 15 million units? My brother, are you serious? Is that true? You told me the truth? I did not know that. Okay, 1-2 Switch makes sense. The controllers don't include an IR motion camera. Oh, no, not that. Oh, what will I do without that iconic guy? Oh, 75% tariff to Vietnam. If I can't play with this weird fucking horse in his little purple suit, okay? I don't give a shit. Vietnam must pay. They're totally just gonna have a separate one for Nintendo Switch Sports. They'll have it's 2 sports. This is more games than it looked like, bro. Okay. This is just a PDF of... It's just a list of games that say the issue is being investigated. I mean, a lot of these, the studios will probably fix them. It'll be like porting kind of thing, like Alan Wake Remastered, Alien Isolation. What do you mean I can't play Godlike Burger on my Switch 2? You better investigate that issue faster, Daedalic Entertainment. Or I'm gonna have to give a tariff to Vietnam again. Oh, so stupid. Startup issues. Yeah, okay, this is slightly longer. Who wants to be a millionaire? No! I'm sure they'll fix a lot of these, though. Okay, what else we got? Technical specs. Approximately 4.5 inches tall, 10 inches wide, 0.55 inches thick. It's so thick. Maximum thickness from the maximum thickness from the tip of the control sticks to the protruding parts. The protruding parts is just the rest of the body. Is 1.2 inches. Wow, incredible. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. I'm pretty happy with the size, to be honest. I think the size is sufficient. I think it'll get the job done. It's maybe a bit wide. 10 inches wide? Well, with enough lube. No, I'm joking. The size is fine. That NVIDIA chip seemed to be putting in work, dude. This thing is like far more capable than I was expecting. Happy with the storage. Bluetooth and TV mode Nintendo Switch can be connected using the wired LAN port on the dock. Great. It has to be implementing some sort of DLSS solution. Almost definitely. I look forward to the Digital Foundry video. Yeah, I think the built-in microphone is a great idea. Again, that is something that I will actually use, like while playing games remotely. I bought my sister one of those like little switches for Christmas or something, and we played Animal Crossing together. And that's like the perfect play with loved one remotely, be able to speak over mic. It's great. Love that. It has a power button instant buy. That's what I'm saying. You know what? Take those tariffs off of Vietnam. 2 USB-C ports. I think that's a great idea. I feel like they really did go, here's all the shit we got wrong, let's fix it. It does legitimately feel that way. They listen to the fans and charge just an extra $10 on top of the $10 that they're charging for physical games, for digital games. They really gave the people what they want. And you're goddamn right, I will buy Wind Waker again, full price. You sons of fucking bitches. Micro SD express cards only, up to 2 TB, that's fine. Great, also fine. It's always an interesting one to see. Before it came out, because I was working at IGN at the time, right? So like, I remember a lot of the conversations that came out surrounding the Switch. That was such a big talking point. It was like, if it's only going to last 45 minutes while I'm playing Zelda, what's the fucking point? Like, that was the thing everyone was really talking about. And that's like, you know, still, approx 2 is not huge. Obviously depends on the game you play. Let's imagine you're playing that FromSoft game that I've already forgotten the name of. Not Lies of P. 8-player Lies of P-born. It hasn't been as much of an issue as anticipated because I don't know if this sounds ridiculous, if I'm the only one saying this, whatever. I just often, if I'm playing my Switch, will have it plugged in on a really long USB-C cable. So like I've registered that it's handheld, but it's so easy to have it be handheld on an extremely long USB-C cable at this point, you know what I mean? You mostly play docked anyway. You know, I almost never play docked. I really do play handheld all the time. It's just not the issue that I think I expected it to be before the original Switch came out. Charging time approximately 3 hours while the system is in sleep mode. Nintendo Switch 2 dock. 4.5 inches tall, 7.9 inches wide, and 2 inches thick. Oh my god. Aw, it included its little feet. It's just got tiny little feet. Approximately 0.84 pounds, mate. 2 USB-C ports, cool. I love that these are little mices. I love that they're mices. I'm so down to play fucking Doom on my little Switch 2. The best video game ever made, Doom 1993. I'll play it again, bitch. Just you watch with these meese. When is the first event? Because, you know, they're having those global touch it events. The global touch it event. You know, events where people can, you know, just get to touch it. You know what I mean? Hands on? No, touch it. The global, you want to touch my bits event. Nintendo edition. Great Direct. The pricing stuff is a mess. I'm very curious to see what happens with the tariffs. Lots of really unexpected stuff in there. I thought it was great. I thought it was very good, personally. Yeah, the prices... Well, I guess the prices weren't part of the Direct, which is how they get you. False game cards was also a bummer. Yeah, sorry, I still don't fully understand the false game cards thing. So, are there still games on cartridges, or are all cartridges game keys? I think if they thought they had a strong showing, it would soften the blow. I doubt they even cared, man. Genuinely, Nintendo has been pulling outrageous pricing stuff for ages. Like you said, they don't have sales. They re-release the same fucking games a million times. Like I doubt they even gave a shit. They're like, you'll buy it anyway, you little bitch, and I will. There are the games, the box specifies if it's a game key version. This is gonna be so confusing. This is the most confusing thing they've done since they announced the new 3DS. This is gonna confuse the shit out of parents.